Is it audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I share the screen, sir?
After a few minutes.
Okay, sure.
उषाराणी निधि कुमारी रश्मिन निदेश कुमार डॉक्टर के कातिशरा विश्राम किशोरी कुमार श्रीवास्तव इमान सब किन पाई गले लिंक ते मन का पठेई
She will know just now. So what time it will start, sir? A very good afternoon to one and all. I am Rashmi Tirki, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy, Arkajan University, Jharkhand, India. Would like to welcome you all to the scientific session, Day 1 of International E-Conference on Natural and Novel Pharmaceutical Research, collaboratively organized by School of Pharmacy, Arkajan University, and Pharmacy Department, San Pedro College, Philippines. So first of all, I'd like to introduce all the participants to the review committee. So first we have Professor Dr. P. Sudhir Kumar, School of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Shiksha Anusandhan, deemed to be University, Orissa, India. Next we have Dr. Sagar Kumar Mishra, University Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Utkal University, Orissa, India. Next is Professor Dr. Dulal Krishna Tripathi, Rungta College of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, India. So for the participants today, few important points. So first of all, you have to pay attention to the time limits. So for the presentation, you will be given 7 minutes and that will be followed by 3 minutes of question answer session. Okay, and so please try to end your presentation within the time limit given to you. And for oral presentation, maximum slides limit is 10 slides. So first participant is Priyanka Namdev. Next we have Dr. Kuntal Das. So sir,
Yeah.
please.
Very good afternoon.
A very good afternoon, sir.
Madam, is it visible, the slides?
Yes, sir.
So, very good afternoon. I'm Dr. Kuntal Das from Krupanidhi College of Pharmacy, Bangalore. Today, my research investigation, I am presenting the determination of gallic acid extracted from in vitro cultivated Decalipis nervosa with an urn extract. Come to the slide. So the abstract mainly it is stored as a in vitro micropropagation and growth of the callus of the leaf explant for Decalipis nervosa. It was carried out by using the MS media, and we are using the various type of the plant hormones, auxin, cytokinin, and auxins in presence of the silicate ions, mainly the sodium silicate and potassium silicate. And the most important things is in this plant tissue culture, I am used the 3 ml of the aloe vera gel, and it is giving the good response for the callus root initiation. Now come to the introduction part. Mainly the Decalipis nervosa, it is the threatened medicinal plant in the Western Ghat region, and this is due to the loss of the habitats. So it is required to go for the conservation and also for the mass propagation of the Decalipis nervosa. So this plant belongs to the Apocynaceae plant, and it is mainly obtained from the Western Ghat region. And I have collected this plant leaf from the Tamil Nadu, and I have done the experiment. So the roots and mainly the leaves are used for the therapeutic purpose. Mainly the roots are aromatic odor and traditionally used for the preparation of the pickles, flavoring principles and all. And it is mainly using for the various type of the Ayurvedic drug formulations. And the leaves recently I have studied for the anti-diabetic activity, and it is also having the antioxidant activity. But there is no such report on the leaf explant for the in vitro study for the this Decalipis nervosa. Now come to the materials method. Mainly the leaves I have procured for the Tamil Nadu as a explant. Then we are going for the preparation of the culture media using the MS media, the half strength as well as full strength MS media, using the various type of the plant hormones and sodium and potassium silicate. Along with that, I have used the coconut milk and also for the aloe vera gel for the first routing of the callus. Then we have gone for the surface sterilization of the explant by using the potassium, by using the mercury chloride 0.01% for 5 minutes. Then sodium hypochlorite I have used for 1% for 5 minutes. After that, we are going for the double distilled water treatment, and we have gone for the sterile transfer. Then micropropagation and callus establishment I have done using the various hormones, and we are using the various type of the aloe vera, various concentration of the aloe vera gel. And the callus, after that, we have gone for the extraction by using the methanol, and we have estimated the gallic acid from the callus as well as from the leaf explant, and also for the cultivated plant, and we have estimated through the SPLC study. Now result and discussion, if you see the potassium silicate having 2.5 mg per liter and coconut water 3 ml per liter containing the MS media, which is supplemented with the BAP, nothing but the benzyl aminopurine at 0.2 mg per ml, and so Na, nothing but the naphthalene acetic acid at 2.5 mg per ml. Thus, you get the satisfactory callus in 21 days, whereas the sodium silicate and coconut water in 2.5 ml per liter containing the MS media supplemented with the BAP at 0.3 mg per liter and NaA at 2 mg per liter give the maximum callus growth in the 35 days of the subcultured callus. Whereas in IBA at 2 mg per liter and sodium silicate at 2.5 mg per liter supplemented in half strength MS media, along with the coconut water and aloe vera, it is giving the remarkable root formation within 18 days. So I have tried with the coconut water separately as well as for the aloe vera gel together. So it is giving remarkable root formation because of the presence of the cytokinin in the aloe vera gel. And ultimately, I have extracted the callus and we have got the gallic acid, and we are using the HPLC method, and we have seen the presence of the gallic acid 0.68 mg per 100 gram in the callus. And you can see the diagrams on the photos, the initiation of the callus, and this is the subculturing in the sodium silicate, and this is the micropropagation in the stem of the Decalipis nervosa. And in that, we have seen the different number of days we are increasing. We can say get the callus growth as well as for the initiation of the subculture methods in the different sodium silicate and potassium silicate, where the result given the sodium silicate is the higher yield, as well as the concentration of the gallic acid is the higher in the sodium silicate, because the sodium silicate its absorption is higher than the potassium silicate. So that's why it is giving the higher yield as well as for the high concentration of the gallic acid. So the high concentration of gallic acid we can get because we have used the methanol solvent as a extractor. So where the methanol you can use for the extraction of the lower phenolic compounds, and we are getting the high yield of the gallic acid. So as a conclusion, I can say the callus and micropropagation of the Decalipis nervosa plant successfully carried out through the in vitro culture method, and we're using the various type of the sodium and potassium silicate compound in various concentration. The activity it is boosting with the applied aloe vera gel and coconut water 3% volume by volume in the media. Then calciation initiation was observed with the potassium silicate contained media supplemented with the BAP and sodium NaA. So shoot length as well as the number of the roots of the fresh callus weight, then silicon content of the leaves also increased with the sodium silicate containing the MS media, and the quantification of the gallic acid was performed by the SPLC and revealed the silicate content the MS media is giving the higher estimated the sodium gallic acid. So these are all the references I have used. And lastly, I am giving the acknowledgement. The authors are thankful to the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore for the financial assistance toward the research grant to carry out this present investigation. And I'm thankful for the organization of the School of Pharmacy, Alka Jain University, Jharkhand, India, for giving me an opportunity for oral presentation of my research paper. And I also thankful for my Krupanidhi College of Management, principal and other staff members for encouragement and for the lab facilities. Thank you.
So, sir, there is some technical issue, and due to that, our reviewers are unable to join. So, kindly wait for 5 minutes. So, we have one of our reviewer with us. So, Chitaranjan sir, you can go with the questions.
Sudhir Paide Sethi sir is also there. He is also from Shiksha Anusandhan University, Bhubaneswar, Orissa, India. Is one of the another reviewers. So, Rasmi ma'am, please welcome to Sudhir sir, Dr. Sudhir Kumar from Pharma Chemistry.
Yes, Dr. Sudhir sir, I would like to welcome you to the scientific session of International E-Conference on Natural and Novel Pharmaceutical Research. Welcome, sir. I also would like to welcome Dr. Chitaranjan Sahu sir to the scientific session day 1 of International E-Conference on natural and novel pharmaceutical research. You're welcome, sir. So, sir,
Thank
I
you.
would like to request you to please put on some questions.
So I think there is network error at that time. May I know the poster once again? Or the title and title?
Yes, sir, it was the oral presentation. Abhishek, please slide. Please show the slide.
Oh, kindly. I used to once again slide, please.
Sir, is this visible?
Yes, yes, it is visual. Make it full screen, please.
I am making full screen, but it is going.
Okay, okay. Please.
1 minute. Yes, I am trying once. No, it is not coming. I don't know why.
Oh, it will come. It will take little time. Just press down F5 or slideshow. Okay, it will come. You are in the end slide. Please proceed to first slide. Just click the arrow button. Move to your first slide. Then make it slide slow. Make it slide slow. Then it come. Okay.
It's come now.
Yes. Next,
Yeah.
please. Next slide, please. You just move your arrow button, next arrow button only. Yes. Next slide. Okay. Please wait. So here one question.
Yes.
Please, just previous slide, materials methods. Materials method, please.
Yeah.
Before slide. Okay, it's so I have a question regarding your materials method. Have you this plant been recognized any of taxonomist or
Yes.
identify?
Yes.
And you have to mention that taxonomist. And another, have you got your herbarium number?
Yes. Yes.
Herbarium number you already presented?
It is not
Documented.
presented here, but I
Okay.
have given because he has. I am authenticated from the Indian Institute of Horticultural Research. Taxonomist name as Dr. P. Rajsekharan.
Okay. And your herbarium number code?
Number code, sir, I'm just telling. PG.
Okay.
DN.
Okay.
COG. 2019-20.
Okay. So it's good. And you have collected it from very
Tamil
dynamic
Nadu,
location, Western Ghats, Tamil Nadu. So you just prepare MS Media and Murasi Schools Media. This is.
Yes.
Acha. Okay. And what is you move to your result slide, please. Move to your result slide. Next.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Yeah.
Next.
So here, mainly, sir, nobody will be doing the aloe vera gel application. So in these things, I have tried with the coconut milk water as well as aloe vera gel. So here we are getting the very nice rooting within the 18 days. So because aloe vera gel having the cytokinin, so which is most important for the any kind of the plant rooting. So this kind of things, very novel things, and we are getting from the sodium silicate containing the MS media, because maybe sodium silicate absorption is higher than the potassium silicate. So that's why we are getting the more amount of the gallic acid content also, because of the when we are using the methanol as a solvent, we are getting gallic acid content in catalysis mode.
So if you modified MS media is there, so why you add these things, I don't know. But there are several groups
Because-
of MS media.
And one more thing, sir, I have not given all the details because I'm trying to go for this patent for this process.
Okay.
Because aloe vera gel, you will not get anywhere. They are applying for the any kind of the tissue culture.
No. There is a Himalaya production and Patanjali production. And if you move toward the CSR CMAF, Central
Okay.
Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants, the group of scientists is working on aloe vera work. And that product has been in marketized condition. And you can purchase from there. Aloe vera gel they are using from shaving lotions. And
No, that is there. So this aloe vera gel, whether they are using in the in vitro culture?
yes, after the finalization of all the data, they ready to commercialization condition. And it is on.
Even
It is
I'm
under
also,
your.
I'm also planning, sir.
And it is under your pilot scale, and you are just putting the concept, and it will be maybe approved further. So, is it viable?
Yes, sir.
So, how much? What is the biomass? What is the biomass? 1 kg of aloe vera biomass. How much gel you get?
No.
1 kg of aloe vera biomass. How much pure gel you have been desired?
No, that is not my condition, sir. I have used only the aloe vera gel for the tissue culture purpose. I am not having any other purpose for aloe vera gel isolation and all these things. I have used only the gel for this in vitro culture.
Good. How it will be cost effective, I don't know. But I think the tissue culture maintenance
Because
is
I have used only 3 ml only. I have not used more than that because I have standardized the method, and only 3 ml is sufficient for doing the routing of the plant for a very, very less time.
Okay, all good.
Thank you, sir.
With another eminent professor is P. Sudhir Kumar Sai is there. He will ask some question regarding this stuff.
So thank you, sir. So our next participant is Dr. K. Kathiresan.
I'll leave, madam.
Yes, sir.
Shall I leave now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Our next participant is Dr. K. Kathiresan.
Is it audible? Sir, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
This is Dr. Kathiresan. I would like to submit my title is Green Synthesis, Characterization and the Antimicrobial Activity of Copper Nanoparticles using the extract of Lucas aspera. And I just tell me how I prepared and what is the abstract of that. The green copper nanoparticles were successfully synthesized by using the medicinal plant. What I selected is Lucas aspera. In Tamil, it is called Tumbai. And it is traditionally the many people will know this is for antipyretic and insecticide activity. I'm just hello.
वेलकम कर दीजिए सागर सर है
ना तो फोन उठो ना
Shall I continue?
Yes.
Sir, shall I continue? I'm not clear with your audio.
Yes, sir, you can continue.
So I'm just genetically synthesized the green copper nanoparticles were characterized by using UV visible spectroscopy, then FTIR, then SRT, SEM, TEM, and EDAX techniques. The present research work is giving the comprehensive report of the synthesis and microbial antimicrobial activity of green copper nanoparticles. And I will tell you the introduction how I started this work. The green synthesis method was normally the method is designed to reduce the toxic chemicals which plays the main roles in the reducing agent. So I biogenetically synthesized the green copper nanoparticles, and I analyzed by using the different analytical instruments. Then what I am telling you is metallic nanoparticles have the multifunction nature, and it is used in industry also and the medicine purpose also. Especially in medical field, we're using for drug delivery, cancer treatment, and wastewater treatment, and DNA analysis, and some of them using for antibacterial agent. I'm just giving how I prepared this copper nanoparticles. I collected the leaf powder of Lucas aspera, 100 grams of leaf powder I soaked with the 1 liter of distilled water. Then I used the shake at 30 degrees centigrade for 48 hours with a continuous stirring of 50 RPM and thorough mixing. The extract was filtered and stored to 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. Then I started my green synthesis process. The aqueous plant extract was used to reduce the copper sulfate by water. Then 100 ml of plant leaf extract was added with 90 ml of 10 millimolar copper sulfate solution and kept it stirring for constant mixing under 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. Normally, I used the filtrate at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. After 2 to 80 degrees centigrade, I started my process for green synthesis. Then I just hiked the temperature to 50 to 60 degrees centigrade. A color change of the solution was noted by visual examination. This confirmed the synthesis of copper nanoparticles. Normally, what will happen? The blue color, when you mix in with the copper sulfate solution, it will be blue in color. After doing the process, it will change it to the brown color. And visually, you can assess that the nanoparticles are formed. But scientifically, if you want to prove, you have to go ahead with again analytical instruments. So I started with the UV. So UV at 575 nanometer, that is the lambda max for that particular product. So I confirmed with that UV. Then after confirming with the UV, I will tell you continue the process. Result and discussion. The green synthesis of copper nanoparticles were synthesized using the copper sulfate. As a precursor, the plant leaf extract as a reducing agent and the capping agent. The change in color from blue to light brownish visually indicates the formation of copper nanoparticles. Then the copper nanoparticles, whatever prepared, I just wash with the deionized water and ethanol to remove the any unwanted particles. Then whatever I synthesize the green copper nanoparticles, I just do the scientific analysis by using the analytical instrument UV, FTIR, SRT, SEM, TEM, and EDAX technique. The antimicrobial properties of the green copper nanoparticles have also been evaluated against the gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. So what is the research work? The comprehensively is nothing but synthesizing the green copper nanoparticles, and it will give the significant impact on the biomedical application. So by UV visible spectroscopy, I found that lambda max. Then by using FTIR, I found out the functional groups whichever process. With my synthesized nanoparticles, I just did the analysis with the FTIR. Then from the FTIR, I identified the functional groups. Then by using the same scanning electron microscopic, I found the spherical structure, whatever the substance formed in 500. Then I did the SEM analysis also. Then I used the energy diffraction X-ray analysis also. From that, I found that the green nanoparticle is formed and the particle size is 500 nanometer. After creating that synthesized green nanoparticles, I just did the first work is called as antimicrobial activity. Antimicrobial activity I study for both gram positive and as well as gram negative. Then what I pathogens selected is Staphylococcus aureus and Escherichia coli. I used both for antibacterial study for gram positive and gram negative. What is the inhibition is around 11 to 50 mm. So I just confirmed that these nanoparticles have the antimicrobial activity. So this is the path of study. I'm just giving the information what green synthesis, and I used the leaf extract for green synthesis and the antimicrobial activity. Then I studied the characteristics with different analytical instruments, and I'm just proving that the nanoparticle is formed. That nanoparticle having the antimicrobial activity or not, I just proved that. Thank you, sir.
Sudhir sir also has joined with us.
Why you how to confirm your particle is nano? Is it any you have characterized? Do you have any characterized instruments? What do you have to use?
Actually, I used the scaling electron microscopic and the transmission electron microscopic. From that, I just found that it is a nanoparticle is formed, and I justified with the 500 nanometer. I just particle size is what is that? The particle size also of 500 nanometer, and I found that the homogeneous distribution of the nanoparticles in the medium also.
So, what do you have to take? Any extract?
Yeah, I just taken the leaf extract of Lucas aspera.
Okay. So, is it any antimicrobial property? Have you found any literature which have any constituents present in that plant which have antibacterial?
No, sir. The first actually, it is the traditional value. This plant has the traditional value of antipyretic and insecticide. So I want to give the scientific exposure for this plant. So first, what I decided, I want to make it in the metallic nanoparticles. Then after making metallic nanoparticles, I just simply with the gram positive and gram negative, I took the two pathogens and just finding whether it have the antimicrobial activity. Whatever I synthesized, having the antimicrobial activity or not. What it's showing, it's showing the antimicrobial effect.
So what you have strained, what strain you have taken for the activity against gram negative?
Staphylococcus aureus and Escherichia coli, both I used gram positive as well as gram negative.
Now you have to tell gram negative what strain you have taken. Gram negative. You are performed antibacterial activity now against gram negative.
Yes, sir.
So you have tell what gram negative strain you have for screening purpose of your nanoparticles.
So that is, I mentioned that Staphylococcus aureus and coli, that pathogens are used.
Okay. What standard you have taken for comparative to your nano antibacterial activity? What standard you are comparing with that? What
actually, Hello.
Hello, tell me. Yes, audible. Okay. Am I audible to you? No?
Yes, sir. Actually,
yes.
Actually, I agree with that, but I not used the standard. I just simply taken the medium and with the pathogens. I placed my displaced method. I just placed my nanoparticles and found that the zone of inhibition. Actually, I should do with that standard.
Not used any standard. Okay.
No, I have to proceed with that, sir.
So what how you have to perform this antimicrobial activity? Is it any method you have a new method you have performed in this research?
No, sir. I'm not to perform the new method. That's just our laboratory protocol. I just followed that.
So what laboratory protocol? What method you have proceed for the antimicrobial activity?
Just agar medium, we cultured with the Staphylococcus.
No. Is it some the method is there? No, what you are telling that method name? What you want that? Is it any method you have proceed either agar diffusion method or maybe any other method? MIC you have done that?
Sir, Actually, I used the agar diffusion method. Where we worked here, we will get that ready-made from the microbiology laboratory, sir. From medical microbiology, they used to give that agar medium diffusion method. They will give the detail. They will give the plate, and we will proceed with that.
Why you are performing? Why you are performing nanotechnology? What you are nano suspension or nano form? Why you are do this activity already there? No, in that extract it is already alcohol extract or maybe any extract it have antibacterial. Why you have performed the nano?
Sir, actually, I tried for green synthesis. Green synthesis means a simple copper sulfate is used for making the reducing the toxic substance.
No, the copper sulfate. No, copper sulfate itself have antibacterial activity. No, or the copper sulfate blue vitriol. What you have tell that? So is it though itself has antibacterial activity, and your plant extract also antibacterial activity. So
yes,
why
sir.
you are performing nano?
You asking what is the purpose of preparation of nanoparticles?
Exactly.
Actually, sir, Leucosphaera is having the insecticide and the antipyretic activity. So I have to go ahead with the animal studies by using these nanoparticles, whether it have the antipyretic activity or not. Instead of giving as such the extract to the animal models, I created the nanoparticles. First, whether from the extract we can able to make the nanoparticles or not, I don't know. So I just tried with that, and I found that I can make the copper capping nanoparticles with this leaf extract. So I tried with a lot of leaf extracts. Many of the leaf extracts I am not able to find the nanoparticles, but in this particular plant I can able to find the nanoparticles. And one more thing is whether if nanoparticle forms, the color will be changed from blue to brown. You can visually also check, but if you cannot confirm that, you can confirm with the analytical tools.
Okay. So Chito, you have any doubts? You tell, ask any questions. Chito?
Yes, sir.
Chito?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have. Yes, sir.
Sir,
may
I audible to you now or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have any question to?
Yes, sir. I'm asking. I have two questions only. Sir, the presenter is confirmed that the nanoparticle size is 500 nanometer, and if you proceed through the nanosynthesis, it should less than 100 nanometer.
Yeah, actually it is correct only less than 100 nanometer. But I tried many.
No. Listen, kindly listen. If your synthesis has not been confirmed with below 100 nanometer, and that is the further work will not be proceed, because this is the carrier. You use your plant, and another is the copper solution. Both will be carrier further the therapeutic purposes. First thing. Second thing, whatever you antibacterial strain using, whether you isolated, whether you purchased from Indian MTCC or American, for foreign country, if you American, it should be valid region, and or you have to be mentioned particularly medical microbiology laboratory details, whether it is proper procedure or it is NABL accredited or any DSR accredited. You have to mention these things. Otherwise, this evidence-based research will not be valid. Secondary thing, we talked about your plant is novel, it's good, and your particle is synthesis is good. And I have two questions there. If your synthesis is not less than 100 nanometer, we cannot say that it is a nano conformation. And sir, secondary, your activity.
Sorry for interruption. I will tell you that 500 nanometer, there is no particular. If it is getting 500 nanometer, it is not the nanoparticle is not like that. If it is 100, it is the good result of the nanoparticles. If 500 means I have to do the optimization process.
Listen. Now, what is the nano size? What is the nano size?
100.
Not 100, 0 to 100.
0 to 100, okay.
Then why these things happen 0 to 100? If you exceed the 100, there is another symbol will be there. So 0 to 100 means there is a zeta potential value. Why you use zeta potential here? Why you use your same?
Right, your ideology, whatever you're telling, the suggestion is correct, sir. But what is the problem with that? I have to go ahead with the optimization process. So,
okay, you do further, Dr. K. you do further your optimization process and make it possible further therapeutic utility.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Moving on to the next, our next participant is Bulu Mohanta. Next participant, Dr. S. Shivakrishnan. Dr. S. Shivakrishnan. Next, Priyanka Namdev. Our next participant, Priyanka Namdev.
Yes, ma'am.
You can start your presentation.
Ma'am, my PPT is visible?
Yes.
Okay. Now first, I am Priyanka Namdev and abstract to evaluate the antidepressant and behavior activities of ethanolic extract of Geminum granulum florum leaves in the rats. So the extract was subjected to the phytochemical screening followed by the acute oral toxicity studies in the rats and ethanolic extract of Jasminum granuliferum in the doses of 100 and 200 mg per kg body weight was administered to the test group first and second respectively. So standard drug is mainly clonazepam used 5 mg per
Priyanka,
kg.
you make it full screen. We are not unable to visualize it properly.
Okay, sir.
Press down your control button of a computer and scroll it with your mouse.
Okay, sir. Visible, sir?
Not readable. It is visible but not readable properly. Make it full screen again or press the control button and scroll your mouse scroller. It is now visible properly. Yes, exactly.
Right, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So ethanolic extract of Geminum graniforum leaves extract in the dose of 100 and 200 mg per kg body weight was administered to the test group first and second respectively. And standard drug clonazepam 5 mg per kg body weight was administered to the standard group by oral routes. And control group received the normal saline 5 ml per kg body weight. Antidepressant activity was identified using the actophotometer and rotarod performance. So measure the locomotor activities and time spent in revolving rod was observed in the models, which was indicative of the antidepressant activities. And the result shows the significance dose-dependent antidepressant effect of ethanolic extract Jasminum graniforum leaves in rats for both models. So first of introduction, depression. Depression is mainly low level of neurotransmitter norepinephrine, dopamine, etc. So depression is the widespread psychiatric elements. It is already expected to the constitutes in the second largest source of global burden in the disease, heart disease in the 2020. Most accepted hypothesis of the depressant is postulated and the oxidative stress in the suggested to involving the pathophysiologies of the depressant. So various medicinal plants is mainly used in the therapies and treatment of depressants and alternate in the mood behavior. And another studies mention the extract of this plant leaves used in the spasmodic, anti-inflammatory, anti-ulcer and antioxidant activities. So then second part is methodologies and material and methods. So first is collection and identification of plant. So collection from the state of MP during in the month of May, authenticated by the Department of Botany, and plant part, leaves part mainly used and dry, convert into the coarse powder in sieve number 20. Then preparations of Jasminum graniforum leaves extract via oxalate extraction with the ethanol 72 hours at the 60 to 70 degrees Celsius and collect the extract. Then next part is phytochemical analysis of the crude extract by present of phytochemicals and constituents, alkaloids, carbohydrate, gums, glycosides, flavonoid, and the phenolic compound. So Maldives present this leaf extract alkaloid, glycosides, flavonoids, and the saponins. And next, previous to the experiment were preparation of the dose, extract dissolved in the solvent 1% aqueous CMC to 2000 mg per kg. Dose here is selected according to the OECD guidelines number 425. So next part is the experimental work. Animal divided into the 4 groups and 6 animal in the each group. So first experiment test use the apparatus actophotometer, mainly is the used in locomotor activities provided in the digital counter and photocell light source and measure the locomotor activities. And finally, this actophotometer in each animals was placed in the 5 minutes. Basal activity score was recorded in the all animals. Then next, apparatus and performance used in the rotor-rod. So animals is a 4 at a time. So we are placed on the rod rotating at the 20 to 25 RPM speed for the 5 minutes, and fall time was recorded in all the groups before and after 30 minutes. So drug administered decrease the fall of time is suggestive of the CNS depressants. And finally, result discussion. So the percentage yield of the ethanolic extract were found to be 13.25%, and extract shows the presence of alkaloid, carbohydrate, flavonoid, glycosides, and protein. And by the experiment work in the actophotometer test, giving the various readings and 4 groups: control, test 1, test 2, and standard. Control normally use the normal saline and record the locomotor activities, and test 1 normally use the 100 mg per kg body weight, and second group 200 mg, and standard drugs are used as a clonazepam 5 mg per kg. Then next, results and discussions in rotor-rod performance. So control and test 100 mg, second test 200 mg, and standard clonazepam. So this is finally conclusion. The drugs and leaf extract reduction in the awareness in the depressants activity may be due to the actions of the extract on the CNS, and reduction of the pinna reflex may be due to the blocking synapses of the afferent pathways. And obtain the present study suggested the ethanolic leaf extract of the Jasminum graniforum antidepressant-like effect in the rats when they subjected to the actophotometer and rotor-rod performance test. So therefore, the ethanolic leaf extract of JG leaf extract maybe have the potential therapeutic values of the management of depression. And this is the references, acknowledgement. So authors are thankful to the Department of Pharmacology, LNCT Bhopal, provided the technical assistance in the animal experiment. Thank you, sir.
We can go for the question answer session now.
Respected sir, kindly ask some question if there. Or shall I ask some question?
Yes, sir.
So, Priyanka, you have well presented. You specifically focus on plant diversity to pharmacological activity.
Yes, sir.
So, though we are not relevant to pharmacological purely, but I have some questions regarding your pharmacology. So, have your proposal been approved by Institutional Animal Ethical Committee or not?
Yes, sir.
So, you have to present these things in your slide also. Further, this is the suggestion. Then second thing, before you studied any pharmacological work, have you not been presented your toxicity assay data? It is very primary, I think. Why this research nowadays? Research why you need the research? The meaning is if you focus the toxicity or you reduce the toxicity. First we cross the toxicity, then we study other side studies. Second thing, you may add your further studies. Second thing, you choose this plant, and what is about this plant?
Because this plant is present of flavonoids constituents in the leaf extracts.
Okay, flavonoids. So you extract it, and have you tried how to compare your standard is a synthetic drug and your experimental is your extract? How is it comparable? Is it comparable?
Yes, sir. With clonazepam drugs.
Okay. Okay, all good. Hope for the best. You have to correlate your work, and many things need to suggestion. Suggestion number one, to add some toxicity data and institutional animal ethical data, and add some advanced computational instrumental data. And if you proceed to the another experimental pharmacological, it will be better. And it is very prelim and very beginning. Whatever you present, that thing is right now good, but you add some.
Okay.
Sir will ask some. Sir will ask some question.
Thank you, Priyanka.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
May I audible to you? Priyanka? May I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So you tell why you are clonazepam you are taking standard. It is a anxiety drug. It is an anti-anxiety drug or anxiolytic drug. Why you are choosing this drug as a standard? May I audible to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Why you are choosing clonazepam is a standard drug? It is not a antidepressant drug. It is
Because
anti-epileptic drug or anti-anxiety drug, benzodiazepine derivative. Why you are choosing standard drug? This either maybe so many drugs are there which is antidepressant drugs like serotoxin, sertraline, and so many other drugs are there. You have taking safest drug. Why you are taking the clonazepam? And that also 5 mg per kg, and your extract is 100 mg. So why it is not a comparable? It is not have effective as for depression action.
Sorry, sir.
So what you have to take now, you have taking the standard drug, which is it should be a safest antidepressant drug, which you have to compare with your standard. What you have compared with the test 1, test 2, which is have to take the alcoholic extract and other extract, right?
Yes, sir.
So that should be careful while you have doing this rotary rod. I mean rotor rod performance stick. It's okay, but you are taking the standard. The standard should not be clonazepam. Okay, you take the safest drug, antidepressant drug like sertraline, or maybe some other drugs you have take amitriptyline like that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Priyanka.
Thank
Next
you.
participant, N. Srinivasan. N. Srinivasan. Moving on to the next participant, Nidhi Kumari. Nidhi Kumari.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, my screen is visible.
No, this is not yours.
Ma'am, now?
Yes, now it is visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nidhi Kumari from student of Arkajan University. We are here for on the topic of review on misuse of prescription and its consequences. Due to advancement of pharmaceutical industry, there are a number of production of medicaments, including psychoactive substances, alcohol, cannabis, and opioids. The appropriate uses of prescription drugs are helpful and safe for whom it is intended, because the doctor has examined those people and prescribed the right dose for the medical condition. Since not everyone having the same condition, everyone is having different type of body and everyone is different in their own nature. But inappropriate use of medicaments leads to drug dependence and cause serious health hazards. At present, growing of non-medical use of prescription drug is a global health concern. Though there are several bodies to look after the availability of this medication for medical and scientific purpose and to prevent their diversion into illicit channels. Similarly, several factors are responsible for misuse of prescription that leads to serious health concern. So this review has been taken as a small initiative to focus on the factors responsible for the misuse of drug. Here we have seen that misuse of prescription is the serious public health problem all over the world. According to the survey from 2017 on drug use and health, and it was estimated that 2 million Americans misused prescription of pain reliever for the first time within the past year, which averaged to approx 5,480 initiate per day. The reason for the misuse of prescribed drug varies by age, gender, and other factors. Misuse of the prescription drug affect the health of population. Youth who misuse the prescribed medications are also likely to be associated with the use of other illegal drugs also. Multiple studies reveal that apart from prescription drug misuse, there is a high rate of cigarette smoking, high episodic drinking, marijuana, cocaine among adolescents, young adults, and the college students. The consequences of the misuse of prescription can be seen over here, that misuse of prescription leads to serious health hazard, opioid abuse, CNS depressants, and stimulants abuse are the main consequences has been seen according to the survey. Opioid abuse leads to vomiting, mood changes, decrease the ability to think, decrease in ability to think, and even increase respiratory function, coma, or death. CNS depressants are also risky. Taking CNS depressant over other medicine slows person heartbeat and breathing, and even leads to the death of the person. Stimulants abuse, like with some ADHD drugs, cause heart failure or seizures. Teens and adults abuse prescription drug for many reasons, such as to feel good or get high, to relax and relieve tension, such as family matters or studies and all, to reduce appetite or increase alertness, to experience with mental effect of the substance, to maintain an addiction and prevent withdrawal, to be accepted by peers or to be social, to try to improve concentration and academic or work performance. Here, some preventative measures are there for the misuse of the prescription. Some states have taken action for that. Oregon and West Virginia were some states that removed methadone from their medication of the pain management, since in 2006, it accounted for only 2% of prescription, but 30% of opioid overdose that took place. Some states have begun to increase use of naloxone, a drug that blocks the effect of opioid and can prevent overdose death. In California, pharmacy allowed pharmacists to distribute naloxone without prescription to the patient who were prescribed with certain painkiller. Prevention of misuse of prescription drug can also be done by addressing public by implementing awareness campaign to educate people for all category about the dangers associated with the misuse of the drugs. NIDA, a component of NIH, created the website NIDA for Teens, the science behind drug abuse, to educate people on science behind prescription drug misuse and their abuse. Some other preventative measures are also there, such as psychotherapy. It is with a major part of prescription drug abuse treatment. It helps to address mental health and also help to overcome addiction problem. Its support also include such as friends and families and organization, so that addiction problem can be overcome and will help the people to get rid of it fast. The person should consult a doctor while detoxing from abuse of prescription drug, since sometimes withdrawing of some drugs can be serious. Sometimes medications may be used to reduce symptoms, such as buprenorphine for the opioid withdrawal. Patients can also help in preventing the misuse of prescription by ensuring the use of prescribed medication in same direction as explained or labeled by the pharmacist or the clinicians. They can help not only by using another person's prescription, but also by not providing their medicated prescription to other people, even if the similar medical condition is being seen. Every patient should try to know from their physicians or pharmacists from where they are taking their medication about the drug effect and the OTC product or other drug which can be avoided while taking that medication. And they should also be known about the proper disposal of the medications. In 2015, federal government has launched some initiatives for the opioid medications. And in 2017, President Trump established the President Commission on Combating Drug Addiction and Opioid Crisis. The commission outlined several priorities area aimed at improving the prevention and treatment of opioid addiction. More than 84% of Americans has contacted with healthcare professional in 2016 that placed doctor in unique position to identify non-medical use of prescription drug and take measures to prevent the upsurge of patient misuse to a substance use disorder. Prescription drug monitoring program, it is an electronic database that provides information to health authorities about the prescribing and patient behavior that contribute to the target response. By 2015, maximum states have adopted this legislation, creating their own PDMPs. Early identification of prescription drug abuse and early intervention may prevent the problem from turning into an addiction. Some research and surveys have been taken. In 2017, 1 in 17 surveyed said that they have taken prescription drug without doctor's prescription. More than 80% of older patients aged 57 to 85 use at least one prescription medication on the daily basis, such as pain relievers, gastric disease medications also. Research shows that 81% of adults use OTC medicines as first response to minor ailments. US households spend about $338 per year on over-the-counter products. 85% of US parents prefer to treat their children's minor ailments with an OTC medicine before seeking to professional care. 96% of US adults believe OTC medicine make it easy for individual to care for minor medical ailments. 70 to 90% of all illness episodes are addressed with self-treatment. Here we have seen, I have put the graph of US retail pharmacy in which stimulants dispensation of 1991 to 2009 year is given, and about hydrocodone and oxycodone products is also given. Thank you.
So we can move on to the question answer session.
Yes, ma'am.
Informative. Nice informative. I mean, what your title is very good. And, okay, what information related to this whole topic? You have to tell. You have to tell as conclusion what we have to discuss for that. Your whole have you have no?
Yes, sir.
No. As what you have concluded for this misuse of prescription, what is the statement you have, total statement to give the society?
So misuse of prescriptions should be totally avoided. It is very serious health it can cause very serious health problem. And we should never use another prescription without getting prescribed from the doctor. And we should also not allow our family members, friends, or any other people also to misuse any prescription, because it can be very much serious. It can cause very much serious health problems to them.
Then tell me one of question arises to, what is Schedule H?
Yes, sir.
Schedule H.
I don't know.
Your prevention of misuse, misuse. What are the drugs? What is
Yes.
Schedule H instance? Well, you know what are the different drugs included in the Schedule H?
I don't.
You don't know?
No, sir. I'm not getting it nicely.
No, there have different schedules are there. No? So the forensic pharmacy, you have different schedules. You have that misbranded drugs comes included one schedules, and others you have misused drugs like opioid analgesic and other drugs we have included as that include which schedules.
Yes, sir.
Should know about now what are the OTC? What stands for OTC?
Over-the-counter drugs.
Okay, nice. What do you know that nice informative message? Nice informative. What title we have given here? Okay.
Yes,
should be you should be know about what are the different schedules and including in that schedules what are the drugs illustrated in that schedules, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Over to Chitta.
Yes, sir. Yes. So it is well documented and described. So thanks to your team, to support it to you. And this is I think it is review. So make it publish as soon as possible. Add some authoritative input, and whatever our beloved sir suggested you, and you just incorporate these things, schedules of various process, and if you add some statistical info relating to globally and Indian statistical data, and add some artificial intelligence, whether the prescription database now government has been developed this scenario, it will be better. And this is all about things. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nidhi. Moving on to the next, we have Keshri Kumar Srivastav. Keshri Kumar Srivastav.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is
Ma'am,
visible.
So, good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to give a presentation on the topic, Artificial Intelligence, Need of the Hour. So this is the acknowledgement, and this is my abstract. So basically, I'm doing an overview upon the artificial intelligence, which is playing a vital role in the world in today's, and it is playing a role since last few decades also, and it is holding a very great importance. So today I'll be giving a brief review, overview about the artificial intelligence. So starting with the introduction. So starting with the introduction. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems, that parodize human cognitive functions and making the computers to think and act like humans. It has brought an ideal shift in the pharmaceutical field due to the increase in healthcare data and rapid enhancement of analytical techniques. It is the potential of a computer or a robotic computer-enabled system to process the given information and produce results in a manner identical to the attention process of humans in decision-making, learning, and solving problems. Artificial intelligence is the basis for mimicking human intelligence processes through the creation and application of algorithms built into a dynamic computing environment and make complex decisions, which saves a lot of time. Then coming on to the evolution of AI, in the year 1943, it was observed that neurons can do logical operations like and, or not when they are connected as a network. This process was proved by Walter Pitts and Warren M.C. Coolidge. In the year 1951, the first neural network which solved a problem from the real world, that is SNARC, which stands for Stochastic Neural Analog Reinforcement Computer, was by Marvin Minsky. In the year 1956, at Dartmouth College Conference, the term artificial intelligence was coined. In the year 1958, perceptrons, which are the neuronal networks that transmit information in one direction, was created by the Frank Rosenblatt, which is the origin for today's AI progress. In the year 1969, Minsky supported the symbolic representation of problems in his book, The Perceptrons. In the year 1974 to 1980, during this period, the interest on AI was dropped, which is called as the first AI winter. In the year 1986, backpropagation algorithm design was developed by Geoffrey Hinton, which is widely used in deep learning nowadays. In the year 1987 to 1993, this phase is called as AI winter. And the year 1997, this year, IBM defeated Garry Kasparov, Russian Grandmaster. In the year 2013, Google used the British technology to perform efficient research on photos. In the year 2016, Google DeepMind software AlphaGo defeated the Go champions Lee Sedol. Now coming on to the types of AI. Based upon the ability and based on functionality, the artificial intelligence is of two types. Based upon the ability, it is of three types: narrow artificial intelligence or the weak artificial intelligence. Examples: Apple Siri and IBM's Watson supercomputer. General artificial intelligence or strong artificial intelligence. And the last one is the super artificial intelligence. Now, based upon the functionality, they are of four types: reaction machines artificial intelligence, examples Google's AlphaGo and IBM's Deep Blue system; limited memory artificial intelligence, examples self-driving cars; theory of mind artificial intelligence, examples autonomous cars; and the last one is the self-aware artificial intelligence. Now, coming on to the branches of artificial intelligence. Basically, artificial intelligence is having various branches. The first one is machine learning, which includes predictive analysis and deep learning; speech, which includes text to speech and speech to text; vision, which includes image recognition and machine vision; natural language processing, which includes classification, translation, data extraction, expert systems, planning and optimization, robotics. Now, coming on to the terminologies, artificial intelligence is a program that can sense, reason, act, and adapt. And machine learning is basically a type of artificial intelligence that allows software applications to become more accurate at predicting outcomes by using historical data and algorithm without being explicitly programmed to do so. And they are of four types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, semi-supervised learning. And last one is the deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning that uses multi-layered neural networks to process large amount of data. Now, coming on to the components of artificial intelligence. Basically, there are three components of AI. The first one is computation systems, data and data management, and advanced AI algorithms, which are nothing but the codes. Now, coming on to the working of artificial intelligence. There are 7 steps of machine learning process, which are data collection, data preparation, choosing a model, training, evaluation, parameter tuning, and prediction. Now, coming on to this is the AI-driven workflow, which is used by engineers, which is based upon the same technology which was used upon the machine learning, which comprises of 4 steps, that is data preparation, AI modeling, simulation and test, and deployment. Now, coming on to the deep neural network, as you can see in these 2 pictures, the first one is the 1980s era neural network, which is comprising of 3 layers, that is input layer, hidden layer, and the output layer. Input layer is basically responsible for the input of the data, and the hidden layer is basically processing the information, and output layer is giving the result. So when it comes to the latest neural network which is being used, as you can see here, there are 3 hidden layers being used. So input layer is there, 3 hidden layers is there, and the output layer is there. So I have taken an example. If you can see here, this is the input of an image, and we want to know what is the name of the person whose image has been shown. So in the first layer, it is identifying the light and dark pixel value. In the first hidden layer, it is identifying the edges. In the second hidden layer, it is identifying the combination of edges. In the third layer, it is identifying the features. And in the output layer, it is identifying the combination of features. And finally, the output is coming as the name of the images, George. Now, coming on to the advantages of artificial intelligence. There are various advantages of artificial intelligence, like improves technological growth rate, daily application, repetitive jobs, act as aids, reduces cost of training and operation, no breaks, error reduction, digital assistant, increases work efficiency, limitless function. Now, coming on to the applications of artificial intelligence. There are various applications, out of which I have enlisted some of them. They are astronomy, transport, robotics, e-commerce, entertainment, social media, automotives, healthcare, education, gaming, agriculture, and finance. And there are several other applications also. The conclusion is that artificial intelligence is a very beneficial technology, which has a wide range of applications in all aspects. It has become an indispensable part of life, and it should be used in a justified and proper manner to avail all of its benefits. If utilized and developed constructively, we can use artificial intelligence to eradicate poverty and hunger from the human race. Artificial intelligence overcomes the human's inability to store and process a large amount of data, and this proves the efficiency of this technology and has proven to be an asset for the human welfare. So these are the references, and thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
We can go for the question answer session.
Sir, shall I ask?
Yes, sir, you can
questions?
ask.
Okay. Dear presenter, your you are describing about artificial intelligence, and
Yes,
this
sir.
is all about to info is available to everyone can access. What is your rationality in this conference? Can you share these things?
Sir,
What is
actually,
the
yes, sir.
please?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, whatever day-to-day activities which we are performing every day, sir, as suppose we are typing something on the phone, when you're typing something on the phone, we are able to see some kind of certain kind of.
That's
Sorry.
good. Now
Yes.
the voice detection Google also developed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's all about to we are user in daily life.
Yes, sir.
Cortana is there, Google Assistant is
Google
there,
Assistant
Alexa is
yes, sir.
there. All these
Yes,
are
sir.
where daily use this artificial intelligence
Yes,
and
sir.
some
Yes, sir.
Corona database, and it is also artificial live cricket
Yes, sir.
scores. But how used in pharmaceutical and how relevant to this conference? Can you describe in 2 to 3 lines? How to
Sir, actually,
listen. How
yes,
to
sir, yes, sir.
pharma students use this artificial intelligence? Can you describe 2 to 3 and you have to mention these things, how the artificial intelligence data has been used in biomedical sciences or
Yes,
pharmaceutical
sir.
sciences?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, artificial intelligence technology is also used in case of clinical research also. It is used in case of drug discovery also. Sir, when we are writing certain kind of review articles, when you try to find out a lot of text and sentences, in that particular cases also artificial technology is being used. So we are basically using a JACS, that is the judgment correlation systems, and that is helpful to find out a lot of number of billions or trillions of sentences when we are searching for various abstracts and review articles. And also in case of, sir, the drug discovery process also, when we are trying to identify the hit and lead compounds out of the so many compounds which are present over there. So there are deep learning softwares like NVIDIA DGX1. This software is also being used, which is helpful for finding out the hit and the lead compound. And also we are using the GAN, that is the generative adversarial network, that is helping to produce the photorealistic image of the text. When you are entering the text, it is producing the photorealistic image. So artificial intelligence is used everywhere nowadays. It has become an everyday part of life, and whatever smallest to smallest actions which we are performing today it is based upon the artificial intelligence only. So this is the relevance of this artificial intelligence in the pharma sector.
It is good, but you have to describe in your presentation. Otherwise,
yes,
people should
yes,
not. Those
yes,
are aware about little artificial intelligence. They might heard about all these things, and
yes,
you
yes,
just
yes.
generalize all these things. And this is the conference for pharmaceutical related, and you have
yes,
to show that if publication side, Clavity Analytics is there, Article Finder is there, Zen is
yes,
there,
sir.
a lot of things is there. We can
yes,
separately prepare slides. This is for the research publications used in artificial intelligence. These things are happening, and this
yes,
is
sir.
for the computational drug design based artificial intelligence. These things are happen, and you have
yes,
shown that the all these in summarizing overall application. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Anyhow, you know all these things. I now respected sir will ask some question if he have. Kindly, sir.
Hello, may I audible to you? Kesari?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what are the, so what do you know that you have told so many, whatever that artificial intelligence sites are there. So you should input in the particularly what you are presenting, presenting in the slide. That should be
Yes,
incorporated.
Yes, sir.
Because it is an application. You should all those people, so those who are learning stage, those he or she should be know about all the things. So if
Yes, sir.
if you input in that whatever you are told to Chitto, whatever that different drug discovery or your combinatorial chemistry and whatever
Yes, sir.
this whatever hit and trial method, whatever this softwares
Yes,
are
sir.
there
Yes, sir.
for easily access that. So that should be focused in the particular slides. Then
Yes, sir.
the students or those faculties should be know that these are the simple way to access all the things, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You should incorporate it. Okay. A very
Yes,
good,
sir.
a very good information. You should incorporate all the whatever the softwares which is there, what are the applications
sir.
are there to relative fields like pharmaceutical, in agriculture, everything is there that you have to
Yes, sir.
means, list out it and you focus
Yes,
in
sir.
that slide also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good,
Yes,
very
sir.
good,
Yes.
very good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Keshri, for your presentation. Next, we have Dr. Dinesh Kumar Yadav. Dr. Dinesh Kumar Yadav.
Yes, ma'am. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Audible.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You can start your presentation, sir.
Ma'am, I'm just trying to connect my screen
Okay,
share.
sir. Okay, sir.
Is it visible, ma'am? Is it visible?
No, sir.
Is it now visible?
No, sir.
Ma'am, now it's visible. Excuse me. Ma'am, due to some issue, I am not able to share my screen.
I request to organizer kindly allow to another presenter.
Ma'am, is it visible?
No.
Excuse me, ma'am.
No, you are not visible. Kindly proceed with next presenter.
Dinesh sir was the last participant and he is facing some technical issue. So we'll continue the scientific session tomorrow. And this comes to an end of the scientific session of day 1. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you to all the participants.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. May I present tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
By which time, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I'll let you know.
So please, ma'am, give me slot for tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sir, pranam. Sir, pranam. I am leaving.
Special thanks. I would like to give a special thanks to all the reviewer committee. Dr. P. Sudhir Kumar, Dr. Chittaranjan Sahu sir. So thank you once again and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.